Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Paul Fitch reporting on the 1st of September 2022. Apparently 7 o'clock in the morning, sitting outside the swimming baths, which apparently doesn't open until 7:30 today on a Thursday. So anyway, I'm sitting in the car and I thought I might as well do my ramblings a little bit earlier, because I was going to do it as soon as I got back home and took my dogs for a walk up to the meadows. But I thought I'll get it done now because I want to get it out there and hopefully raise the vibration for the cause that's going on in Wales. Well, it's the High Court decision today, isn't it? It should have been yesterday. They were deliberating over it yesterday, and obviously the judges had to go away because there's a lot more information in there that needs to be dealt with, basically, doesn't it? And it's a big case. It's a really big case, ladies and gentlemen. So apparently the decision is going to be made at 10 a.m. this morning. God bless all those who went to the two locations yesterday in Wales to rally more support, and for the gang who've organised this in the first place. I keep on saying this, there's nothing more important right here, right now, than halting the sex education curriculum that's due to come in Wales. Like I say, it's already in 52 nations, including England, Northern Ireland and Scotland. Scotland are making a fight against it themselves now. So yeah, we've got to get it kicked out of all of the schools, haven't we? But the Welsh fight seems to be the sort of last stand, so to speak. It's one of the only countries who hasn't had it implemented, and today's is basically to have it an injunction put against the sex education in Wales until the judicial report has been heard. So we're in no doubt that we're going to win this, because we've got to win it. We've got to win it. We've got to keep on fighting. And while we're fighting, we are winning, aren't we? As Kimberly says, Kimberly Isherwood. So yeah. Not as coherent as I normally am, because I'm still bloody half asleep. I dragged myself out of bed this morning to come and do my swim. I am pushing myself, like I said the other day. I've allowed my own health to deteriorate, so there's only me that can address that, isn't there? So yeah, I'm down here, wobbling on. So yeah, basically, let's all get behind this. And I had a bit of a conversation with a fellow activist who's been on many demonstrations with me down in London, Gary Jones. Nice live yesterday, mate. I'll share that later. And as I've said before on my ramblings, there are numerous amounts of activists out there who are either doing their own radio shows, doing daily podcasts, doing videos like myself, are more than aware of the situation, of what's going on, but would rather talk about anything and everything other than this current situation with regards to our children. There's nothing more important than our children, and we all need to get behind it. Like I say, there's enough activists out there, and I certainly don't want to be doing a name and shame, but I'm watching people posting daily. Yeah, they're giving up current affairs and their take on current affairs, but it isn't addressing the biggest issue that we've got going on right now, which is fighting for our children. And if we can't fight for our children, then we might as well all just bloody roll over, mightn't we? But yeah, many of us aren't prepared to do that. So for all yous out there who've been on rallies, who've been active in the past and have sort of took a back seat now, I think we all need to step forward again. And even if it's just posting daily, there's still countless amounts of parents out there in England, Scotland and Ireland, and even in Wales as well, who still haven't got a bloody clue really what this curriculum entails. I will, as always, put links in the description box to the video with regards to finding out more information. Obviously, the public child protection in Wales is one of the big ones. You've also got a couple of radio stations, Lisa Phillips from Cry Freedom Radio and Luke Collins from Liberty Tactics Radio. And there's also another group there on Facebook, Education Our Way, Our Say. I think that's what it's called anyway, but I'll put the link in for that as well. We've all got to come together. We've all got to raise awareness. The guys still need shy of £70,000 for this court case to go through. Not that we should have to be paying a penny, not that we should even have to be fighting this, but here we are, and we have got to fight it, and they need that money desperately. £1, 50p, it all adds up, and the quicker we get this done, the quicker we can get it sorted, can't we? Apparently at some point in November is the judicial review now. I'm not sure of the exact date. I think it's something like the 15th, but don't quote me on that. I'm sure all that's up on the Public Child Protection Wales website. So yeah, it's just a quickie today to basically, again, may the grace of God help the judge make the right decision today. That's all I can say, really. So yeah, come on guys, we've got to get behind this. This is just the start of it now, and once we get kicked out of Wales, I've said this before, I'm not going to go into the details of the curriculum. I think we all need to examine that ourselves and research it ourselves to come to our own conclusions, because there's some very, very dark material in there, and where it stems from, like I said before, Catherine Watkins has got a body of work there and is relentlessly pushing herself out there to educate people with regards to how long this plan has been in place since the teachings of Alfred Kinsey, the supposed godfather of the sexual revolution and so on and so forth. But he was an evil paedophile. And his teachings are getting taught in schools right here, right now, and it's fucking with our kids' heads, and some of it may be irreversible, the information that's going into the head. So yeah, we've got to stop it, we've got to get it kicked out, and we've all got to come together. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, all yous out there that I know personally, and you know that I know you, and I know that you ain't doing nothing. So it's time to be getting off your backsides, dedicate at least one of your podcasts or your videos to raise awareness. We've all got mutual friends, we've all got people who aren't friends with each other, so there's a bigger network of people to be reaching out there, isn't there? So yeah, come on guys, you all know who you are, doing your daily podcasts and not even giving us a mention. So shame on all of yous, really. That's all I can say. You should know. If you're still in the loop as an activist, then you will certainly know what's going on in Wales. You'd have to be bloody blind not to. So yeah, we need to be getting behind this. Awareness is key. Like I say, there's probably millions of bloody parents who still haven't got a clue what's going on with regard to the sex education, and just putting the blind faith in the indoctrination system. So yeah, come on guys, get off your backside, start posting, start digging into your pockets. That's all I can say. So to wrap it all up, again, Godspeed today, and may the grace of God make the right decision today with the judge. So that's all I've got to say. Love, light and peace to each and every one of you, ladies and gentlemen. Catch us all tomorrow. Bye now.